On Tuesday, February 25th, all juniors are going to take the ACT. So these are just a few things that we wanted to remind you of. So the first thing is to make sure that you're on time, and that means be early. Don't come in as the bell's ringing. It's really important the test gets started on time, and if you're late, you're going to miss out on that, and it could mess some things up for everyone, not just you. So please make sure that you are on time. Number 2, you need to bring your photo ID, so that could be your school ID, but you have to have some form of ID with you to be able to take your ACT. Number 3 is really, really important. So you need to make sure that you leave your phone in your locker, your purse, or your car, but do not bring it into the ACT with you. Although you might not feel like this is important, or that you think you might not be going to college, you could change your mind next year. You could decide that you want to go to college. And even if this isn't important to you, it is important to a lot of people who are also in the room with you taking the test. And if you bring your phone in, you try to sneak it in, and it happens to go off, it will invalidate everyone's tests, not just yours, every person in the room, and this is really important to some people. So please just make sure that you're leaving it in your locker or your purse or your car. Make sure it's off. Make sure it's not anywhere near you, because like we said, that could be a problem. We don't want it to mess up stuff for other people. Number 4, set your calculator to degree mode. So if you forget, when you get a calculator, you're going to press mode. You're going to go down twice, right once, and the word degree should be highlighted. If it is not highlighted, you want to press enter to make sure it's highlighted, and then you can just hit clear. So make sure it's in degree mode. There's going to be 60 questions, and you have 60 minutes, so that's about 1 question per minute. So you just want to make sure you're answering as quickly as possible, and I'm going to give you some other tips that will help you get through as many questions as possible. Number 6, guessing is to your advantage. So when you hear them say, this is a 5-minute warning, you want to stop reading the test, and you want to fill in every single empty bubble. So when you're filling in, it's in your best interest to pick the same letter each time. So maybe just constantly pick C. So at the 5-minute warning, you're going to fill in C for every bubble you have left. Then if you have time left over, go back and maybe read some of the problems you guessed on and see if you can get the correct answer. And then lastly, when time is up, you may not at any other point work on the test again. So make sure you're listening to whoever's in charge in the room. When they tell you to stop, you have to stop working on the test. So they will give you the instructions. Just make sure you're listening. So just a few things to remember. I'm going to show you another video that will show the format and everything. And then we're going to work on some practice problems.